When you create a new logged activity, you must enter values. In the column Activity Type column, the Activity Category column, and the Comment column. Now, when you create a new record, and we'll do that by going to New Activity, we'll tab over to the Call and Activity Type field. There's a drop-down that opens up. It has 4 options. These are system defaults. I'm going to go ahead and pick a support item. And then I'm going to tab over, and another drop-down opens up. This drop-down has a lot more choices, and the choices available in this drop-down are dependent on what was selected in this drop-down. I'm going to go ahead and select Camtasia Forum. Note that the comment field has a default value of none. It's none because you don't have to change that, but you can't leave it blank. So, again, you have to have something in the 3 fields, and that is the support field, activity category field I, and the comment field. Cannot have any of those blank? As previously mentioned, the values in the call and activity type dropdown are system defaults. They're being drawn from a table. If we go to Support Tools and open Call and Activity Types table thy, there's those 4 choices. Although you could make changes to these, do not do so. They must remain exactly as they are, text value-wise, or the dropdowns that key often will not work. However, you can add new values to this table, and it'll show up in the Call and Activity Type dropdown. But if you use that newly created value, a dropdown will not automatically open up any Activities category field. I'll just control it to close this table, and we'll go back to contacts. The values in the Activity category dropdown are also being drawn from a table. In fact, it's being drawn from 4 tables, one for each of the items that was in the Call and Activity Type dropdown. I'll use the Escape key to close that dropdown if we go to Support Tools. These are those 4 tables. We'll open up the Sales Item table, and this is a listing of the current entries in that table. Now you can change these entries any way you want to. You can delete all of these. You can add your own. You can edit these. That's fine. And if we use Ctrl-W to close that, you'll find one for support items, Ctrl-W admin items, Ctrl-W and personal items, Ctrl-W. Back to contacts. Even though when you navigate from a call activity type field to the activity category field, a drop-down opens up. You don't have to select one of these values. Instead, you could simply type whatever you want to have in there. For instance, I'll type the word test. And then I'll do Shift-Enter to save that change. That entry is good, but it's not in the drop-down. And if you open the drop-down, you're not going to find the test value there. Escape key closes the drop-down. We'll go back to Support Tools. For each of the tables for the activity category drop-downs, there's a corresponding form. For instance, in the Support Items table, there's a Support Items form. If we open that form, this is a more user-friendly way of working with the entries in the table. Close this. Details about working with these tables and these forms will be explained in later videos. We'll go back to contacts.